Fiada the 19th of June 2026 Katanase I would have Sambre and Edri Tanasaya Naturals and some of the Ophiania one and I what no na ye dia ba abesom ye tiefo ene ahwefo kama ye kan ekwa mono ne kofa mono ne nsem ne nyina eba ye wi a na ye de fisema ye nsaka no enso etimi e de atoaso na chese bibia akoso ne hihye mu fefefe na FIFA World Cup no eguso ekoso ze ye ramu e was the second round of a group phase matches no na ye be say the action no esi eko enra ye nya matches ni bia ekoso homachi games ni akoso jami admen ye wo other matches ani nyina enso wetimi akoso na ye hwe say your first country officially and as automatically will qualify from the group. Mexico are qualified from the group. Essence ni two matches no when nyina wins so taking wins and into Mexico are qualified from a group no to the run of 32 year other countries are and also be qualification and so area Ghana ye were 3 points. So, England, on Tuesday, I take a winner, not just automatically Ghana, and so qualify to the next stage of the competition. But remember, Nina just here train on Tuesday, near her serious giving on some and Subisia, and by your common and the more. Yeah, walk up and send some record. So, and 70 I know issue because so Portugal, Cristiano Ronaldo, and then some of Portuguese players no Ronaldo lovers, Ronaldo family, the kind of family. Ronaldo's sister, friends, Katia, I shall say pointed fingers on certain players, say, passables, and fellow Cristiano Ronaldo. Na dear never Katia, at the sound common and so by the room, na Yakako Famunchimono, and so at me at the Abamakat was a walk up winner, said your class no and so any bra. Wamu yomu transfers no and that's because I say I guess I walk up and unqua, one way you know. Now, just say players will target here before the end of the season. And Kofu because say each and every single day in Kofu signing players and signings need be answered also. Ebi musu hedum say omo ebe extended contract of omo current A players. Ni na no ye the hunse me brown pay ewo ye njumadi so ansa na ye be paya ye munti ye be transfers ni mo na yakwa akodi nkomo and na anope ya and 2026-2027 Premier League no and penefo e release e fixtures no enso de aba na ye be top 8 teams no obi a fixtures said e siete Manchester City, Arsenal, defending champions, Liverpool, Manchester United, Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur clubs nina omo fixtures no enso enya ba no pay. You opening fixtures, senso and some of the key fixtures no nina ye de hun sem ba do pay ewo show no sne edi ho enkomo. Na ye ba fie nso a sedem di ka kana Black Stars enkomo ye ba ko because enkofo ebusa say so far edi na ekoso ewo Stars omo camp na team no asanso return ewo omo base ewo America na ye be remu ho na yakwa akodi nkomo nyame ya na Tuesday na ye ne England match no enso bitimi akoso ewo Boston na ye be coach Francis Carlos Queiroz enso ne nkomo a ogusu awodi after ye win no enso ye be kwa akotie coach ne nsaba ho bo a wom egusu omo for the next game and also ebetimi abaso nyina ye di ho nkomo na ye hwese de ho nsem enso ebesimi akọ ene mpanimfo ahodo a omo de omanu atomu ewo Black Stars enkomo nyina no ye de ho nsem enra and news be by a very unpleasant, very unpleasant news. Just na a hard na and now you hear game no there were conversations. I said yeah, Kofu si ju o mani no munya abotre ahwe na just akwa wie ne bone but the bad news about no ne hard but even the one come pay e wodwumodino regarding Black Stars the team no any victory in second last Wednesday akofaro wosem enso de abre Ghanaians na yemewremo ne akwakodi ho nkomo say Christian edu say ha otena so beten nkane abedwafo akanyina no obeti obi anka Jacob achu sebe bright wusu ene producers ni na enso ahyehye ne mane kama ye de Abraham sanso na Trent ene Jaribes Makadaroma you live on Facebook and at the YouTube obenya show no enso monitor be Andrew so obeti afreme Andika Stars metram area ma chairman Bright kan Cambo ya dem sini ewo okopie mu ewo Canada nano Tuesday Wednesday Thursday ya no ho also returning to the USA to say uguso monitor Black Stars and yema ekosuntino metra na kunya kisimu enso etumi dia bano na ye ransom ye ni nkomo mama Christian akwa na afi no ye fa nkomo no enso enhyase wo ha ye live on Facebook Pure FM TV okwa like na share na wa drop your comment enso etumi eriaba. Christian, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Andy.
Na bibi aboko
ya mi adum na zo
ya kupa adum ele wabo asante mai Jessica
Friday dey inform asante 7 year ago. You see Friday asante mai na Saturday na ye club Jesus na every Monday kusi Thursday no ay official enti no asante mai Jesus no mini ababa ko Charlotte on Facebook na dey be share me okra dey na mkwa so ba white one we say white one and all this color enti was in next batch neighbor no white neighbor nti white no wodi home nti ba kama bomi di na kan so abode okra da usa peche me check out but me check na me team sa no ma no nti e chere na so de mekam enti man se enti sanity ya fi asante semu ni agro
is a Christian dia semu
e chere me mpekora ma odi opeche
na utim se anoma one fan one so aka dey fan this is a Christian and after Black Stars match no ni enti memo akakakra e dey for Black Stars but this unfortunate news meaning say ya anra me ho na producer for Pure Morning Drive Evans send me story bi apparently Evans na oye okokie university law faculty no a president where the immediate past president and was sending me a story of one lady 26-year-old so a private legal practitioner and the Sarah Araba Tete according to story nearby say now Wednesday Black Stars game and ekoso no so any now for it was standard hostel or bombs minimum because now I had friends and want to call standard hostel omo game no na OTM. I have even seen Twitter time over giving you know Twitter about the Black Stars I am share any idea after see a winning game no can say the team I love the team and all that. You say Emra go no buy we are almost celebrating no omo nyina adwo no say omuna now we say I are grown woody but also combine san baby and ben omo tech hospital or within could drew on you say cardiac arrest doctors practice CPR for over 45 minutes now still I need so here this young lady trend my send the picture and so they are just 26 years now passion for football on there is one gentleman who I saw on Wednesday that was Thursday how much or the motor we pine or also I could film very sad but this lady issue the
motor the senke preventable
unse
the wash da but cardiac arrest the Andy unse na no ne ka Christian racing there we can say akuma no SJ adwuma ya mfa akuma na mabaka you have just bare 4 minutes to leave so 4 minutes very 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 critical and quite unfortunate baby utwa hwe no na you knew bia o ye expert e wo honom ebia nke wo medical expert bi wo honom a no nim de obetimi aye ebia nke otimi ye bibi sa period no utwa hwe no a ye fa na free ho e de na ko hospital no was very 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 critical very 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 critical erentino Andy anya say wi wo ye hu hwe nye na de mama na sa ye wo yammo ne se anopay me be matise or the only child of the parent.
Oh damn.
Mami no, any papa no mo no ba kope. That is the only child. Our matitina mana be law.
She was called to the bar just recently.
I see why a lawyer. Na unko di bone onye she or football and within emotions everywhere.
Yeah.
And out of that, no free. Life no too fragile Andy. Jumping from life to the undead to the dead, from the living to the non-living, just a split of a second.
Yeah.
Ubetimi flip CCA. Dear yani say one non-living partner untimi flip my side ha. By be age name. Andy, flipping to the dead side no. Just a matter of the flip of your hand. Now go.
More here on Facebook and YouTube. That is the picture of this young lady. Very very unfortunate Christian.
But
as some now can no crew. dear sabi the onu na wu no ena untimi jump to the living but what would you say no
yeah
moment ebe ma wa free at asefo asase so
yes
adjoining non living no just a split second
just a split of a second me say
and who bo ni say betimi asi
ba ni and the the living the non living
yeah
omo the non living no untimi ma the living part but here what the living part as
crossing to the other side
you know just a matter of a second. And me say me internship Kumasi High School na yeah internship na guy back when any internship no Accra fees or Fadi Ufiaba and the one nice gentleman I think said or either science or maths yeah internship ni nyina won say yes na akwese national service wa makushe school won say mo form na fofo tie nyina ti bia se kura didi no nya akọ e na o say o fa di ofia ba sia ne fi obom so e fa di ofia ba 30 minutes later tie ese boy na wu adaya wa fa di no ofia abegina top high e fa car aba back to high school wo gina kwa ho na e pick up big fan school no yes sa de nam Ubi and any TSA didi in the last 30 minutes later, near sister the number gubotum, say ni panefrim. And quite unfortunate. I mean, say there might be an underlying factor. Oh, and I be at me a trigger, sa heart related issue now. And the about it me film. The bet me I can't tell you for and say, we dear, Oya Wufi Andy, dear be no bet me I can't. Between the about back. And sometimes you don't have to pretend say my many papa no actually say japadi we no Andy I'm go through emotional trauma. They will need help. What I say my many papa no omobane free no Ghana Football Association, the sports ministry, any the players na kasa kra na they say omotia they need to pay tribute to this lady. In our next game kra na yebebo a ebia FIFA for betimi apena ebia injesi na ye debebo game no let's pay tribute to the lady because onya hwe we also buttress the point that a man for investing their emotions into the game.
Yes.
And nothing anko ye na obi kan. Andy football no sometimes it one year can obi say the emotions na kan Christian is emotional, mass emotional. Football no the emotions na hwe. So you can't do this job abra who invest your emotions into it. And then you know and the young lady, beautiful young brilliant young lady a future near very bright on him. And a football can finish them. Only we can only wish a peaceful rest. Nadia can be home by Nimu underlying factor be so no. Occasionally go to the hospital and check up because Bibi ne bet trigger sa cardiac arrest no. Emma Sakwa. Penny for crowns so see Bujan so Andy Yeni what de back penny yirawo. Ubi my do a share born ye. Omunina tiase. The any day back open ko hair bona wa mefi.
Yeah, very unfortunate news. And Christian, the work me know ya adwene. Say the FE any perform we helps of affairs no. If this news is reaching them, I think don't beat me aye. Ediama this young lady, young lawyer, Sarah Araba 30 Esquire. And I say pay tribute. We are starting it from here. Very unfortunate. May her soul rest in peace.
Adeba Kunswa and the says BBC is here. Ghana, we are only reactive. I say we are near reactive. But say ya dear be prevented. Sa de ninsino. Yenya de ohun. Adeba kwa me. Semwano our Ghana Education Service moi. A core subject. A basic law. Everybody must know at least basics of the law. Because you see, ignorance of the law is not an excuse.
Yeah.
But also I will say me ignorant of the law no. Unte key any means be to educate me on the law. But me from rana nem rana di me. And the only thing say first aid should be taught in every school. Because at this stage, the again no toro no. Ebia no more treasure no enim how to handle the lady na ebia confirm.
Me one friend or child here Holland. And I say one time we training kola na de but now so no mu dia grona oja no to wo se de akola oba ba ko ba ya no be so de nse si no ko see or try so or perform CPR ya man.
Yes, into no usha
akola o say that he was even shocked.
Ya kire ni basics no. For all you know, omo no matwa hia ho no at that time na the lady no ehia CPR no. Ebia none of them and they knew how to perform that CPR no. Ebia no be anim. But said okay no be o wa buchira no ye was pretending.
Yeah, or pretending.
And akora atimi.
Also no hwese nkora no pena asema.
Na akora no be so be
or perform CPR dia man.
Me sure say can no be around ho. And no how to perform CPR na. Ebia nkababa na ti ase. Sa a situation like that it is say now. How you handle the victim no in the first 5 minutes and they be decide whether will be leave and so be who. Kina Christian racing the no they be ameka send the beba no ya no fortunately be eba on say ba 2 teams in now medical doctors on say most often the ba ya na 2 teams in now medical doctors ne ko e kabom ko boa no say okoto ne ba bia expert ni a e bia on team ntiase bi. And I think that going forward, Asia the nyane di sua de wo. Ye kire social studies, religious and moral education, still are no Ghanaians are not morally upright. Se muhura ni di sa adeba ko bitimi aboye a sustaining life. Andy yen basic law. O de ntimi nyen ba bia akra secondary school there, basic law yen kire core subject. Na first aid in situations like this. First aid be and I make sure video be I say obi the sikai establish sikai no wo na emu no wo nipakro kwa de na be
try so with
dangerous so we ignorance we try so be too. The first thing I have to do is say open bandage and the say knife no ho so be ya muja na dey emma then rush to a hospital rather than say be too. Because who two ye na no muja ne be basa e bia baby e wo no any baby e do be hospital no long distance I won't no bleed to death. But obi anim everybody me no ka say say they will can say ka be too. Most people go be too. Sika na wona ko deep ye dey awon no pa kro ja hoko the first time be say o twe ba won twe no the way be see bleed no untimi control bleed no ba wa wo twe no unnim because ye nkyere wo. And I'm very sure that baby and I say nipa dodo ne honum. Baby.
Hostel the oil be nipa bibra.
Asa hostel no nye nipa ba ko kra onim how to perform CPR. Yeah, tie kra me make minim. And you know how to perform CPR because obian take conscious effort to teach you. Tie dem ase kra no kra me sem nimi sadin kra kasa. Na open medical expert be adwuma mu a. No be training at e may be 1 week training. Because the seal ewo ehonom no ebetimi asi ha ebia en transport ni pakron free a enfan to car mu enfan ko the nearest hospital no ebeteki more than 10 minutes no na woko.
Right, yamra yen no so na yenin come on football na any other related issues and no pay producers so e dey atu yenim the gun kratas the gun fidies no na yemo ho enkomo ye bekwa no ne akofa no nsem na dey aba be ko baka chiro say transfers no emu the Premier League fixtures no enso apie na ewie ni nyina mema Christian so bem na matie no on Black Stars so nanu game no do hwe de ohun ye because no anu ni a obehye ne nkomo tino mema na kunya na was a Black Stars nkomo ne kakra but before that no I say your kwam no ne kofa nsem no enso e de aba me sure say wo Premier League fixtures no said the ACL ko be saboro so de aba now we tin wo said the team no this another next season and the campaign no enso be sia who players names are home je de e be dey imply because one call World Cup no right after the World Cup some few weeks to take a rest. Now was I returning for pre-season because season is starting August till you June. World Cup in baby July. Imagine so we team back all the way to semi-final, final, quarter-finals. As national team camp. The players use omu go through pow.
Scano Mojini, oh, you check out £250,000 a week. £250,000 a week, and we'll be able to the whole year. I kept your news. Oh, didn't I watch you in your Wojuma? Yet, you see, you check out £2,000 a week. Oh, so thinking you from Monday to Monday.
A bayano player, we are watching.
But I did back who have me from Tino Perez. Nipa Bonisem Sanway, when you did your co Julian Alvarez. Let's come at for a rejected bid. Uncle Hubim was a second option. Say no, Uncle say bye bye, Hodi, and Uncle Raising Marketing. Atletico are rejecting 150 million, meaning that they are not going to accept anything less than 150 million. When you say on pay, Sadano Mikachi was a motor Julian Alvarez and Oberboy infant. 18 so bako basa die ene mame nkona menko sem se da ba basa nkan ensanka. That is the main plan waso CD ya menhira no
Jose ewo England am say Chelsea maybe now odi ade akola bi be hye na obeton na ko loan sisi a baba Roma na Tony Zam de ko loan o wan mu wiki mu team no but ye baba ni nyina enkomo no so na ya baba to so for ye ni nkomo pure 95.7 FM o so anu monitor show on Facebook pure FM TV sanso na ko YouTube bright can camera page no won sam ebetia ka FIFA World Cup no eguso ko so na ye nya games course no me front together Czech Republic and South Africa game no one check and nya first goal and branch France link and nya first goal no and the Czech Republic get in 83rd minute and South Africa nya penalty branch your friends say woko ayemoko na ebeteka ema game one no ka say South Africa wo enyo first point Czech Republic and so the first point and some no yet ema mo ewo dwumo so Switzerland share 4 ema Bosnia and so etimu ba ko no say game no asat the 73rd minute no bi an share goal 74th minute and a branch your friends say Mozambique enya first goal ema Switzerland national team no chere who say branch friends Vargas every bench Ebenya the second goal, Mazambi about the third goal, and a Granit Xhaka a penalty. Abranche France, Mamek, Enya consolation, Edema Bosnia, Amusu Timno, and editor right after Sagan in Canada, Wamus Asia 6, Ama Qatar, and so Antiman TV Qatar, Eddie 2, red cards, Mami Fantugas, Abranche France, Larin, one Enya first goal, and Jonathan David, about 3 goals, Edema Canada national team Saliba, Enya 1 goal of Ongoba, Comnano says Canada and so pick a maximum points. Yeah, the one some uko a group no Canada 4 points early table no Switzerland 4 points at Bosnia 1 point and our minor yeah from Qatar and so 1 point and said the home community yet which how much yeah and Mexico South Korea 1-0 and a boy and friends Romo 50-minute goal mistake from South Korea goalkeeper Emma Mexico and so qualification. The entire makers of Mexico in qualification say after 2 matches no 6 points and Ekuta Mexico, South Korea 3, Czech Republic 1 and South Africa almost 1 point and the next game no say South Korea avoided defeat in conform and Subatia qualify and latest report about some common yet Ebamu Jumedon Sana matches no about 7 p.m. USA and Australia game no Abetia so sounds and 10 p.m. Scotland, one and Morocco, and so gave the Abbasson there. Mammy found to say Morocco, a points way. Morocco, also many points, no, Nebua, Emmanuel, and Sukokama, come anymore Morocco, Brazil, and Haiti game, no, Mammy Fawe, and to us a 12:30 Humati, and a Brazil, and Haiti, one about 3 o'clock a.m. Yemen, a Turkey, and a Paraguay, woman and Sweating at your boy, and Indiano, the other one, some Emamu, and so much more than a son of pay, and a FIFA, I walk up, no, and I don't convey Mexico. Now you couldn't cover Mexico for a winning game. Mamma Fawe and to us and after some winning game. No, Upium our street in this one. Yes, our Monterey and a FIFA. Our fun a feast. Our Monterey. The maintenance according to numbers now. So a videos now. Police one as in Nipa our street in this one. Over 100,000. 100,000 Mexicans and a no street. Woman, I'm monitor Jumadiana, not just because victory. Abanania will be Emra Ghana, and winning the game against Panama. After the game. Nanipa enso na montene celebrate way Mexico but Montreal any padomo na just almost good street so no police furnish over 100,000 Mexicans and na just no omunyina go montene because wamu enso team qualify e de South Korea na we team na over tournament na unya supporters who win game na do say enso go montene na just ampa solid team enso tawachi and Mexico na won some no Emamo and so Jumadiano son of Pemami goalkeeper, your friend is Oshua, and Gualemo Oshua, where one of the goalkeepers at Mexico, our national team, and you are not answering starting our bench. Mammy fan to get a report, I'm in Saka, because and then Mexico for answering qualifier. Many reports, a coach, your friends, Javier Agua, yes, what take a decision, said the last game, no, on minutes, and the amount branch of friends of Gualemo Oshua, and a report, I'm in Saka Macacho, say, oh, you Cristiano Ronaldo, now we Leo Messi players omako 6 World Cups no Baku and Gualemo Oshua say onya minute no nyame adoma Mexico last game na just say ono so tina your record eno branch friends Gualemo Oshua and then won some no ya emamum enso djuma de national pay yanko South Africa game eno enso timi cause coach na your friends Hugo Bruce ono coach and South Africa omo team na no omo match no ekọ so Mercedes Benz Arena na coach no I criticize a stadium no say yen fan to get what stadium SMP no credit a fantastic a stadium name or see more football Mercedes Benz Arena or no or one coach up matches stadium and from afar on some Mercedes Benz Arena no Omokataso watch as it is Santiago Bernabeu Stadium Wamu Ekataso Omokata Stadium so and a coach friend say Hugo Bruce as a derby on pebble ni say on per stadium yakata so baby open air space not just a move a game no nam from and stadium no na ya no pe eno ayowura reference new Hugo Bruce na edi sound come no na as say opinion say eno game no wa wunya ta e monitor game bia no hu say Czech Republic for no mugu achire born by ya no matemu are you proud of onu nkasani players no South Africa air boys no coach no say are you proud of South African players no because one omo church omo class omo eba so omo football also omo aggressive and omo sound super possessive bona kamanemu omo opponent from Czech Republic born by no matemu enso de sim and according to coach your friends Hugo Bruce come there to ja ya ema nikasani 1 point and ekutam South Africa and jeche fameko Mexico na arasa Canada na yenkoko komo and Canada against Qatar mommy player your friend Jonathan David Juventus player me no ka say the club side Juve for no almost episode tono because since Obano or impressive Jew and pen for one person we can on person ton and on your man of the match after so share 3 goals and so the tia Carter about him no and I branch friends Jonathan David so say Obaba the only second player Leo Messi and 2 players a pair and I share hat-trick and so I walk up in Messi and I shall say and Jonathan David and so the PP so you are big players maybe some Ellen Holland more Hurricane around friends and Mbappe top strikers nemum 2 pair Cristiano Ronaldo kaho miedu pair and hat-trick Jonathan David and Leo Messi and the Carter there okay 6-0 and it's my coach na your friend say Julian Ayala Topegu and Julian Ayala Topegu I Spaniard mama fan to us opinion akoya serve record for and so World Cup in Monday and say Julian Topegu ababa the first Spaniard manager FIFA World Cup what consider goals do pa enchemune yenyam any coach of free Spain and so Spaniard our did to be FIFA World Cup yashen goals be pa Letopegu edging 6 goals and and wakwaya sa record no die and out so penye mra any team no omunya 2 red cards no now choose are disturbed what you send na enso ha no enom later send so ba ya the one some eba mu ewo dwuma no so USA egu so prepare obo game no enso etinya koso na mamemfa we ento ya say onu se omo se plane ba ko a che say eno air fly akọ Seattle na sa plane no unu de omaye inside so we passenger na okobot sa plane na the agent say American Airlines de omaye and is on the video no woman at the America jerseys and so at the same seat be so and I walk up match for them obodi bi and so ato seat be so and ti sa from sa plane na not just Seattle but American jersey obenya no free any inside the plane any obenya jersey no free obenya walk up match for free any souvenirs be and I will jersey no and the same seat so no more no any other souvenirs and omedi go so almost say one person in Padom support to America because I was America almost second game almost win said them and they offer Mexico after 2 matches of my qualifier no so say America for and super after 2 matches one so etime qualify no rusty players for the run of 32 and later saba yeah there was some mamu ewo dwumade so Brazil prepare for Haiti game no mame nema in the first video dear only coach friends Carlo Ancelotti and so edin komo enra and beto chasa nema and so ebetimi and Brazil players no wamu aye indi and so may a group training because nema eko aye Brazil camp no na ontimi training na mame friend to yourself nema ni or return here out just only players no nema and only aye Danilo no odo mu nyina etumreka obo se nema o sign no and our coach our friends Carlo Ancelotti eba name and chain yes Ancelotti eka said dabio basa yempesi ebe take a risk in abutre doctors no enyama green light so bet me return to a group training say I no obet me see grass ne so nebum individual training and also with me ko nema ontimi any team ni na training na obi ko bo na ne ho a na so akofa asem for enso de be nema yes na nema en sheda nya too happy nemum coach no enso take a precautions just na rules are doctors said no and we decide so be so because coach na say on one kasa ohia nema Brazil team ni nemum ohia nema oya fit any into a catch nema kono unchu said had kakraba na also ko mama the second video later and you who some na nema and one of the coaches omunye nema na individual training no nanka okopa first team training and so ye nema almost nema enko individual unya na akona one individual trainer yether sansam no edema mu ewodwumade no so na mama coach friends Don Carlo because no coach no akwa din komo Brazil ebo draw against Morocco the first game Brazil win not just a group in nema koye only Haiti I was Brazil for na enwa manager dey akoto just say changes ebaba the lineup nemo osia no kre changes ebesi na players no omo ya aware name yen central for onka infantry as to wine and obe change you no coach no as the players ne de waka area players no say obey changes e won team nemo yen pan central for there enya de so no obeka bibia enso timi dia trey enom according to the Don Carlo Ancelotti ne nkwamo a wonom enso ne central for our America edino and ye de won say question ne say why and Brazil for be drop no mutima the ball first game now why and Brazil for ever drop it on now why and so be replace obi and no obi a twanya me no ho about 12:30 ye be team coach and so be use and the to be here mama branch friends Alfina and criticisms after the first game and call for criticize Alfina say ada okọ the club side Barcelona bona Alfina ebo edema aya Barcelona obepiemo and so Brazil ontimi emonesa na omo criticize no coach ne ka say oba drop players ni bi no eno nkofo say eno say Afina ebe ko ben because oginema won shada enwure eno na Carlo Ancelotti say for ono eye coach ne de Wafina and say Afina no one of the best players we are simple and also with tears say players omo dem eso ani we are sia bako akodana friends say Afina coach yeah we just over drop it and also one drop it also one can infantry and I have the other one some mamu show no so there Spain egusu prepare for Saudi Arabia aya match no mami coach friend Luis de la Fuente Spain and Ebotia aya Capo Verde the first game when teams go Spain for about draw say that next game no I also Spain and sunya win na Spain obenya the best players because first game no you send a branch friend Ferran Torres airball wings Gavi airball wings Yakobusa coach Luis de la Fuente so penny say Lamine Yamal ne hon sam at say na pomode no say na esi atu coach ne say yemfanto yasaba wo evaluate Lamine ne situation for a game against Saudi Arabia and almost abusa no senti kachre Lamine ebetia bo 45 minutes bia our starting game no about 45 minutes and now say o free bench ebe join the second half no about 45 minutes Lamine ebetia ye and Luis de la Fuente say yemfanto ya say dia omunyina expect surely dia omo hwede mu say ebesie because ombenya Lamine e wo game culture so Barcelona for no enso ne tete Barca for no monitor Lamine because first game no almost time now say Lamine edebo no coach no Emma Lamine ebabro sa time so bugu so a wom enso monitor campo enom jamete mami owura France Patrick Vieira French international na only Patrick Vieira say Oldin Kobobi area the English media and after the English national team was say young fancy so bet me winning World Cup na just our best players performing our best na also sound come we are waiting no or channel no to Jude better one or catch England for no say World Cup boy say England for no bet me winning World Cup na enye Bukayo Saka sem enye even Harry Kane sem enye Elliot Anderson ono ayo Patrick Vieira so England ebetimi agye I just want to make sure say Jude Bellingham and so bo e won the best onya the best shape now the bubble no say come on say Jude e hu ball no so England for ebe hu so enya fei and Morgan Rogers and I say Jude and e hu game no so Jude e hu so England ebetimi we no so mutimi entimi e win the World Cup without say Jude and so on the top air game and according to Ura your friend is Patrick Vieira and Eddie Sankobono Yanko Portugal for camp na Yanko din komo Katia Aviero Cristiano Ronaldo ne sister Mokaino who is already on the con Edema C Ronaldo na nsan mame website na my story edifa Bruno Fernandes Avranche friends Vitina and Joao Neves say Portugal for midfielders no South three-way omunya ball na no more pass the mom na omo pass ko sideways na omo pass e de ko atwire obo say Portugal for possess ball na Vitina fa na wapia ediama Joao Neves na wajemu ediama Bruno obo na Bruno adana ni na just wapia de the left side no side akoma Vitina be hu peda ni tiapo na just wa locate Joao Neves no wapia de ma no metal Joao Neves asa unity no so Vitina asa ko gina right side no wapia ediakoma sa no mo passes no ana Katiam enso edia anya say website no story obenya sa story enso de mamia amya story say sa ana ekoso mo pass ball no fan ko anymore yehu ya no sam ababa your friend say Katia akọ like sa post no ena nkofo se kai ababa o ya wa sha de ne ho je sansem no de twese bibi o enie na ena mo se he ababa wa no sorry ase wa no ma omo ma like obo se Katia are very official wono akọ like ade no ena nkofo se kai ene niam eba be hwase na ante ena yekọ Katia ono ankasa ne Instagram ma me ni page wo Katia Instagram no come keep post Katia very same say magically they forgot how to and one let's say 1 pass the ball around, 2 win the ball back, 3 launch counter attacks. So just all of a sudden Portugal midfielders no passing almost passes no emfama anymore and Katia only and come keep post no say just see some players way omure fini ma bebrebe ye see launch counter attacks. Oh Bruno be breaking was stopping the see obo se Vitinha the best sign achi Joao Neves the ball never sign achi instead some ko anymore ama ne brother see Ronaldo akwese go no more play around and we Katia and I come make sa post no na almost say Katia we no say on the crowd numbers are and so be to say Bruno Fernandes Premier League last season 21 assists actually ebin sida ewo English Premier League name mo say Bruno Fernandes according to Ronaldo one also nadofo say Bruno Fernandes and Ronaldo about 121 matches and abum ewo Portugal and Manchester United Bruno assisted Ronaldo only 6 times only 6 times. And obi ti say Bruno assist Cristiano Ronaldo no ehene ha na wo obi a eba assist a wonim ye ka obi a wonim goals ehya Ronaldo eba ne say and I winning about 121 games together na 6 times per and what me assist no not just obi a aya no nhyɛ da mpɛ so be pass ball e de amasi Ronaldo. And according to Ronaldo for no, dear Obuso Diabano said, yeah, as some baby aqua run now no game back, and then Yam Uncle, and I quite a sense and winner, and so at Mediaba. Na Mammy Aquana Wakocha bet on C. Ronaldo, Obia Cocha bet on Ronaldo, Ada, so Ronaldo Wilson. Tournament where Ronaldo Ebesun, almost see Ronaldo Pesun. Na tournament where Obesun, Okocha say our channel $2,700. Yes, oh dear. $3,802 and will be the Wakocha. Sir Aquano Ombe Free Mamasu, Ronaldo Besupe, our tournament way, and I will be better on one coach win. One coach goes, or coach says Ronaldo, and so just Obesun, our poly market, and Wakocha Sabet, and Ediate. Mammy Germany goalkeeper Manu Noya, Nayan in home Kobakakra, Manu Noya, Germany, according to Comose, way I and the last air tournament, Edema Germany. Na only any plans say the next year 2 years Euros no one ever kwakovo Ediama German national team no also no idea already mo say ne match saka when anim no webwa na waye bibia Ediama Germany dance bia obadwene aye fairway and answer the potential last day game that be name no chronic say World Cup way at the last year tournament Ediama the German air national team no dey obetia confirm sanse no we say the Tony Kroos ewie no sabe and ono ma no ya enso be wie Ediama air national team no eno aye report and so betodwa ye don some emamu ewo dwumo no yenko Premier League no because fixtures no enso anya ba dikan emame aye opening aye fixtures no na ye nim komo kakra the chance opening games abakwaso no enie we team ya also about Premier League no ahwe o first day game team a obe face first day game no yama salis no kakra na yenko enim and we opening matches no mamen fa we and together opening games no opening weekend no Arsenal defending champions on Saturday night and 21st August but Arsenal Emirates on Coventry and so 8 p.m. UK time and a game and so betia Everton Crystal Palace Nottingham Forest Leeds United Brighton Aston Villa Newcastle Liverpool Hull City Manchester United Ipswich Town Sunderland Sanso and Brentford Tottenham Hotspur Manchester City and Bournemouth and Monday night Fulham and Chelsea Craven Cottage and full fixtures and opening fixtures no and you're doing some and so them yanko class no near obia opening games and so betimi akwaso yeah be about say first 5 matches no so you Chelsea fan about Chelsea first 5 matches Chelsea ebeko Fulham obabo Brighton in August 2 matches September Chelsea ebebo Arsenal Chelsea ebebo Hull City Chelsea everybody Brentford way Chelsea the first 5 matches uji is a points we was Chelsea in Sabetiaka some Fulham Brighton Arsenal Hull any club from sir Brentford and Chelsea almost first 5 matches and you're doing some answer them no mama fa we into say Arsenal team no Arsenal first 5 matches Arsenal and Coventry first game of year no cover Aston Villa we are no about Chelsea, no about Sunderland, no about Brighton. About our Arsenal games we are first 5 matches. No point is saying and Arsenal for Ateta, then Sabetiaka, Coventry, Aston Villa, Chelsea, Sunderland, and Brighton. And Manchester United United first 5 matches no Hull City, Ipswich Town, Everton, Man City, and Fulham. And United the first 5 no Hull Ipswich, Everton, City, and Fulham, points is saying and a Man U and Sabetiaka. Man City first 5 matches no. One Omni Bournemouth, Omni about Crystal Palace, no about Coventry, no about United, no about Sunderland, and no I Man City, about the Brentford, Crystal Palace, Aya Coventry, United, and Aya Sunderland, and no Aya Club, you're from some Aya Man City, so called Aya Liverpool first 5 matches, Anthony Rola, about Aya Newcastle. Oh, we are no about Nottingham Forest, no about Ipswich, now about a Fulham, no the Bournemouth, and so the account open. Your friends Anthony Iriola, Ebebo, and that's what away, Obako, a Bournemouth, and all of Liverpool, Newcastle, Nottingham, Ipswich, a Fulham, and after Bournemouth, and so Betiakoso, and I said the home community, Mamma Tottenham Hotspur for the Spurs, Ebebo Brentford, Obebo Newcastle, Nottingham Forest. Everton and after Aston Villa and I Tottenham Hotspur. The first 5 matches: Brentford, Newcastle, Nottingham, Everton and after Aston Villa and a Premier League. I top teams nibi. Womo I fishers no. I dey want some no. Yet amamo and so juma dey sende. Na mame fawe and to yasem. Mame key I fishers nibi. Just a date way. Obetimi service our date way. I will diary mo and so go because top matches. Because my friend to September, Yebenya Arsenal Chelsea. And on the 5th of September, on the 12th of September, Yebenya the Manchester Derby, Man United and Man City. And on the 12th of September, so by October, you will 10th October, Liverpool and Manchester City. Ebabo, Samson at 31st October, Liverpool and Arsenal and Subetinyabo. Oko aya November 21st aya November Mamen fan 21st no ye were Liverpool Manchester United and at 28th November ye benya Arsenal aya Manchester aya City so aya December on the 5th of December ye benya Chelsea and aya Liverpool the same aya 5th December no ye benya Tottenham and aya club ye from Arsenal and so betiabo Mamen fan to January 23rd Manchester United, Liverpool, Abacoso, 30th, Man City, and Arsenal, and so so Piemo ever February. Mammy fan to say 6th February, Arsenal and Liverpool, 27th February, Manchester United and Arsenal, 13th a match, a Chelsea Arsenal, 20th match, Man City, Manchester United, Sounds and Awoko a May, 1st May, Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur. Samson at the same 1st May no Liverpool aya Chelsea and 8th May yebenya Man City against Liverpool. Right, aya top matches are and so aya key fixtures and so for next season and aya said one same city. Now according to Opta for I would say fixtures na benyina no say open the fixtures e more den pa for aya 2026-2027 aya Liverpool fixtures no massa enye easy. Almost Liverpool fixtures no emu ade pa na Liverpool obo Newcastle no about Nottingham no about Ipswich Fulham Bournemouth Man City Brentford Brighton Arsenal October Liverpool for somebody because October Liverpool fixtures no obo Man City will fear obo Brentford away Brighton will fear Arsenal will fear and November Liverpool Crystal Palace Manchester United Everton December Sunderland Chelsea Leeds Tottenham Hall and Aston Villa January Coventry Sunderland Crystal Palace Man U and Everton February Arsenal Coventry Hall and Tottenham Hotspur March Aston Villa Ipswich and Fulham April Newcastle Tottenham and that's Nottingham and Leeds and May Chelsea Man City Brentford Brighton Bournemouth almost Liverpool and almost fixtures no emu ɔden paa ɛno ɛyɛ according to Opta almost the ɔmode aba ɛne ɛnti ɛma ɛwɔ dwumadi na akora na yɛfrɛ sɛ Elliot Anderson ne yɛdi nkɔmmɔ ma me nkɔmfam wei ma ɔn sɛ Elliot Anderson mabɛdi ne ho nkɔmmɔ sɛ Manchester City form ɛdi ka de ɛyɛ first bid 100 million ɛyɛ offer ɛkɔyɛ ɛma Nottingham for de bɔguyɛ na deɛ mɛtene sɛ City for de sister wɔn ɛwɔ confidence sɛ Elliot Anderson ɔmo nsa bɛka no yɛsɛ Man City behind the scenes omo ye adwuma pa diamond is a second bed no enso beko eno de Manchester City for e wo gidie se enei ade Nottingham for beje na yes City for plan and the sakwan on person ye medicals e wo US ansana omawie onso ne England team no e wo America omo person ye medicals no enso e wo America ansana wa return e wo England abeto so e de Manchester City omo plan e de saade no mama fan to get omo wie Elliot Anderson na Diamante and it's a Jeremy Doku Manchester City player no Diamante and it's a City Jeremy Doku new contract yes verbal agreement and so nya koso da just omo finalize bibia a 5-year deal on sound so apajan is now physical on apedem e de ama Jeremy Doku eno aye report am in circa Tottenham Hotspur team na and almost officially Eddie Atuga Sakrana your friend Jean-Paul Van Hecke woman and Sanya Kano from a club from Brighton Jean-Paul Van Hecke woman afasa a defender no Eddie free Brighton nothing to do na no name a club from Spurs and a boy no and so decided to be Oma announce say Saka a sa player no onye on a new addition and my opinion no na mama Brighton for yeah can profit from a football Brighton for new Jessica Bruta say one more and so for the Jessica one eight players now Brighton for Madonna yenny low na yen try high she akwaya make an one semi Jean-Paul Van Hecke almost fano 1.8 million pounds Romaton Edema Spurs 52 million pounds Moises Caicedo Omoton just 4 million pounds Omoton Chelsea 150 million pounds Obi to some Kukuyara Omofano 15.4 million pounds Omuchadema Chelsea 63 million pounds Sanso and Joao Pedro Omoton 30 million Omoton Chelsea 60 million Abrantiam the France Ben White Omontiaka Pre Omuchama Arsenal 50 million Sanso and Boyna France Alexis McAllister Omofano 7 million Omuchama Liverpool 35 million as a Brighton for the governor Omu Sika Bruta, Omufa Sika Bruta from player sales and on air jet na Mickey van der Ven a defender Edema club of France at Tottenham Hotspur on say Liverpool Barcelona for Nako Sir Omu Mickey van der Ven Mamun confirm we must coach France Roberto Di Serbi yes say wakache I guess person pen for the club beer or this is coming back for Sabo Widow Omun Country Club and say I am not for sale. Wamu enter yes coach and I said no exit air plan this summer for Abrantia your friend Sam Mickey Aya van der Ven and inti Aya Uya Barcelona Uya Liverpool now per central defender Sakopo Vofro and Aya Diamante Tottenham and so I drop it on new jerseys now Spurs no Oman drop it just one Oma drop it home and away in and so ya boom Oma picture no now we say this yet open one team almost nice jersey Spurs account any home jersey and as usual I know they are white away just na no pay and anemia no nyina omo dia babo nche dey won sem no yet mo e wo dwuma de ne sene mame Enzo Fernandez say Real Madrid team no yes omo plan for Enzo Fernandez no more two options almost set two options now one any ombe offer a huge fee and be close to 140 million euros. Na omeya sade na de tre and it's a boy na France Ada Goulet ebe affect in a minute. Sa Enzo ebe affect Ada Goulet in a minute. The second option and it's an ombelowa a transfer fee no ebia around 70 million. Na omo de Ada Goulet edia ka deal Chelsea ebe de Goulet na Madrid 70 million euros edia ka na omafa Enzo Fernandez ano almost say plan options mienu a won so lay it down edom Jemete mame boy na France Michael Olise na Olise on sa no be catch us Madrid you see all reference Fiorentino pero still sa 150 million na odeko Atletico Madrid for Akurada France Julian Alvarez mo reject here say Canada ho yes so person dey call for Michael Olise by unfortunately Olise no yanton even 200 million omo entomado for say 220 omo to the aba Michael Olise omo say na IG our nipa 5.9 million followers and follow omo yes na IG were delete the BBI dey free wo the only picture or post here the last 2 days France and pe and dawo and when Olise go for say any akora Bayern for omuhweni ye omo ntafa akonka se bia no omuhweni ye enum aya demete okay Edson aya Cavani Asia kan edema PA pen wabo edema Manchester United pen wabo edema Napoli pen na okopie mu ewo Boca Juniors minya reports na no player yesi Boca Juniors oma terminate aya the contract name player na se on only any plans so ba retire here obekwa akopɛ new team enso akosi aka dia mo Jean-Philippe Mateta aya striker edema Crystal Palace aya team no menya report says say Manchester United say obopeso mu ni obi a owo experience o Premier League ebeboa Benjamin Sesko Jean-Philippe Mateta enti Mateta baba na aya Benjamin Sesko understudy aya Mateta na Sesko obenya one season still enough na aya report am selka goalkeeper Diogo Costa ono dem edema Portugal aya national team na ewo World Cup no na fanama me goalkeeper ni menya report sam yesi Chelsea prepare say on submit a bit of 60 million Ediama FC Porto Nina and it's older friends as Xabi Alonso. You see Alonso, aka Chelsea for so here new goalkeeper. Robert Sanchez no omwa for 2026-2027 here goalkeeper. And the Chelsea when said goalkeeper way Diogo Costa omun sabekano edi a free aya club from FC Porto and ayatewete sesi ameno kase Newcastle United yes meeting and so air cost na meeting no on a player your friend Gabriel Martinelli Arsenal aya winger no Martinelli say Newcastle on so much Anthony Gordon Ediama aya club from Barcelona I also be and so about Diamante and say omun etro Ediama Arsenal club no Sir Gabriel Martinelli no one some to say na yes Arsenal ever pay around 70 million euros and Sana Martinelli abajama ko Martinelli for 70 million and I report am in circa João Pedro Chelsea player Brazil for Amfananko World Cup coach Fransum Carlo Amfananko World Cup no João Pedro Jamaican is a boy no on one kasa starting the preseason on one kasa shall see a training new coach and aya Xabi Alonso na ba yesem the or percent obeki sure some done that a new coach still obey Chelsea for favorite last season Chelsea best player João Pedro says no kasa in the holidays no wakate just I started hard training and kosi sebia team no ever start your official training sessions no preseason no I fit out there but I want no kasa ne private air gym any João Pedro or training and no Robert Lewandowski no any kasa branch away ever kopiem our America because oko joining a club now you're from say Chicago Fire Demetrius oko last week and okotie a team our sporting project now yeso mo green light Jessica some salary 10 million euros net per season and in Sabet Yaka na menya report say nyankopo ya aduma yes Sunday Lewandowski Emerson travel ako America obeka ko shia Chicago Fire for nani ko we di okosane no contract no na on Monday omaye presentation enu aye Lewandowski Ismail Siabari any Morocco team no and US for a World Cup and Makacho Sana Bayern for a determined some sign player no many reporters and in medicals no Morocco camp almost say almost 3 days ago and I am the medicals no say Bayern for Alpha Sapla Demum almost say announcement no in July and announcement about Sir Ismail Siabari a player at the Mark Club now yeah from some a year Bayern Munchen Mami Fawe and to get a couple of the goalkeeper I have Vasinia always said before World Cup before a Cape Verde our first game no na ni followers our Instagram 50,000 and okuta asatano pay 13.6 million and then nipa e follow no yes was Bruno Fernandes our following 11.2 million Vasinia aba 13.86 Nidian Kasa Josima Diaz what I say Josima Diaz when your followers of 13.86 I was saying Bruno me catch us a branch and papa US air World Cup even mame ekope visa we man for na no me catch us America department say woman state department and so on na obama ne mame visa the want to say mame na visa I just enter kra obelante e wa America no obe join ni kunu no mu nyina enso ahwe omoba no eno de tie Mark Kukuera and omukobusa say oh yeah we say Barca supporters because oh yeah Barcelona boy yet ya ko sign contract and Real Madrid Barca for the fool and Makukuera say obesere Barca for no untimi reject Real Madrid some Madrid eba untimi reject Madrid enti sana na beba asi amfanto you say oh yeah happy with any decision one ataki say obejoin eye Madrid ko mu ye player na Madrid club no eba so mo epewa den say obeka say derby o reject eye Madrid team no eno according to Abrantia your friend Sama Kugera Mazraoui a player edema a Morocco national team Mazraoui the American selection and it's ebia after World Cup we obereta na super no also person or started not just say osua a Quran because person we imam one day enum the mate komu and Madrid and come for a Abrantia friends and Nico Pass and say on say Nico Pass not taking decisions and Madrid no be this year yes come for say near 1% deal no omo ye permanent or ye permanent a player edema omo kumu na Madrid for no enya any buy option bia eno demeti Tottenham for any bro what's Mateus Fernandez Rostam for me for no yes Spurs for Asaba room was a player no omo peno we omo fanyina still omo nya nwie eno said ye hon komo esia temeba Christian so na ya toaso enso etimi ye free ameba to and on the 19th and then ye Father's Day Father's Day health screening no Equiaba Medical Center any Reben diagnostic for enso edi aba no beto unyam fa papa okunu enkoya umfanya fa boyfriend enkoya fa no ko omo ye free prostate screening free blood glucose testing sugar enso edi aba to show churches individuals ministries institutions organizations no and then last day mofa papa for no enko Equiaba Medical Center omo Reben and free Father's Day screening enso di ama beto the chem and so jumadi we no say Jollof Ken restaurant tafo omo tertiary Baba Musa phones and accessories edum and Baba Musa abattoir somokotoko wo nyina enso tertiary the number we na free because you say early detention and I said detention and so save lives 0540 121563 0540 121563 na uromu enim ko so we a quick announcement and I'm the MO Utiebe now we administrator of a Facebook page be and I say WhatsApp a platform a Telegram a platform now our members edu 1000 for number we see because they will deal and so them giving a lot of opportunity kasi FPA them to your admin now was our numbers now our members 1000 for 0242 046 285 0242 046 285 na yenu enim komo se shop bi mo amunim trebo ene mo amunim etreyi unim tibo anase unim treya shop no ewo patase opposite Wacha branch freno 0541 401 757 0541 401 757 yeah free accommodation baby abeda free any day ma na KFC say main control say dia football season KFC Black Star box meal and omadi aba ni nyina ne say ukuta 100 Ghana cedis and KFC patasi ABC match nche pure from nche ya no for 100 Ghana cedis akọ obenya 4 pieces of chicken obenya 2 crispy tenders na wanya large chips inside the account where the ota utwene na mfofo nyina edi ema ne ye 100 Ghana per because Black Stars enso nkonya World Cup na no and dia KFC say wo de Black Stars box meal no 100 Ghana cedi per omo de aba ema orenfi say wild deal no 35 Ghana per wild deal obenya 2 crispy tenders na wanya 1 juicy piece of chicken na wanya small size chips at the account for only 35 Ghana cedis per where available ever KFC almost stores in nationwide na KFC is also a proud official meal partner at the Ghana football KFC finger licking gold and the tier mamenka ubio say tondan to efie 5 bedrooms yes we Chronom Red Park behind Adonko and Angel Industrial Company Limited 5 bedrooms we for 0545 388 553 0545 388 553 9 Toma Pepsodent say young cancho say do the two brush and upper na brush and numera with a Pepsodent eba and then obia ekoto aye toothpaste or short to upper Pepsodent because I know and I agina tum aye Pepsodent and be choose say nanyama akoye edema brush and upper brush and numera your friend do the two latest film eko 60 years and oma some Ghana for eba mattresses are a latest film man koto mattress any abufuachi say we ne one elf ya teso no koto mattress afi na de yare and a bro nanse Ghana Standard Authority for sorry and you say go for be and I'm crying nipa bone amode aye substandard materials aye mattress di Ghana for wu ompe problem ko aye latest film company limited na omo branches no omo showrooms no wakwajo mattress on cry na person from wo Kumasi line no aye 0322029365 and then cry aye 0302231155 na latest film ayo partner for life koto mattresses FF latest aye film mamin kelsa walk up aye boy aye McPerry biscuit at the predator when enso de banano enkofo di achade pa me say ebo 4 chi aye pure drive ya announce aye winners no now so far so ayo prediction McPerry aye butter biscuit McPerry London oats aye digestive no almost say aye dia ultimate prediction challenge no eno mo dia ba wo dia say over predict aye winning team obetia predict aye correct score na ye nchawade shirts caps mugs football any achede bebrebe any adema wo dia and say obetie aye pure drive 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. ya na so we ntina mo predict na muntie na so what predict o clean sound soap no eno bi na de be wo ronsa aye GC brand papa 99.9% ekum germs and bacteria and so de ma use clean sound soap no never wo ronsa na mamenka say Africa Logistics o na ye ship no autonyama from China from the farm membership the Ghana the about say small parcels full containers door to door fast clearing on by omo warehouses our China you ne Guangzhou Ghana Tamani Kumasi mo line no sound share WhatsApp line 0536 735 393 0536 735 393 now you mo and so into me ending komo mamemra Christian hono na yenin komo ne kakra and so e wa ha Christian and yan samon komo bio
or agogo Kumasi agogo hospital opposite mattress house you see emba ene nkrofo ho no mu a omobia tumu a ande enyasem ketwa ewo mattress house just opposite agogo hospital
okay yes
also edem kama
amakom market won so no mpaboafo mu no
okay
won so abie no of loud power muti
na DJ Puff enso Germany I send me message say ande ono so hwehwe no ntiantia ADG Puff ono so ewo Hamburg and what Germany yenche obia Nandi Portugal team DNC
moment you am win first game
Yahoo teams are about World Cup our more win first game yet they won the World Cup typical example is Spain in 2010
yeah
obia nim say Spain eje World Cup no. But Spain, the 2010 World Cup, no, they lost their first game to Switzerland. The 2010 UEFA, the last World Cup winner, Argentina.
Yeah.
Argentina, winning World Cup, no, they lost their first game to Saudi Arabia. World Cup, no, Portugal lose game. The SCN said Portugal a draw. Portugal ebetimi win the next 2 games, top their group, go ahead and win the World Cup. Last Saturday, na make Portugal semino. Me catch say adia ba kwa Portugal ebetimi work against them. It's when they do not stand as a united front. After 1 game pa Portugal for draw no. And some fracture eba no. Ewo the power to divide the team. Ronaldo ndian ba ne nsem na wo ka no sabe na hu nim faso team no omunya mo games ni mwiye. This statement you are making no will rather divide the team more than say beka team na bom. So be samia there is no national team was as we so a omo Medford no obetimi da compare Portugal Medford no
Bruno Vitinha Neves
Vitinha and Neves aje Champions League back to back who Amoji Champions League no so no and the amonya French players who PSG edge Champions League the last 2 years ni nyina no omo ye key members of side PSG team no sawo kata wani now ye PSG for line up na Andy so them say Vitina and Joanna Ves and sometimes Fabian Ruiz anyone able but the two constant figures in PSG for midfield you know omo nyina Portugal for Andy ba ko ya de be kan omo mienu ho no the best player in the Premier League as we speak now. Bruno Fernandes. And Bruno Fernandes last season has set a new Premier League record of a single assist and a most assist in a single season. So what means I been through the year. Dabia unse Dr. Safoje uni din koma was in Tibia who odin finfin. Sa Portugal a who odin we won finfin. And they are supposed to do better. You get to Portugal, Chile, so and you're bad. Nuno Mendes, Portugani. Ruben Diaz, Portugani. So they are supposed to have a perfect balanced team. But the difference between Portugal and Argentina and your lack of quality. Bako national team and the united towards a common goal. Ye nyina drop our egos but agenda dey say ye kwa Obama asumasi na asumasi aboa mi age cap no. I have never seen an Argentina player be and the obey tweet and ani nua ba ne yere anani maame ebeye tweet against Argentina players no a omujira kan no against the national team players.
But Trent imagine am the toast no safa toast ma mesisi na me check Christian dey sa de na Katia start here no ama some Portuguese any omo as omo inclined to Ronaldo no.
Yes.
Kade omo ko Bruno Fernandes e post ase. Comments omo dey akoma
Bruno Fernandes enzo ne fans are you not dividing the team? But Ronaldo ebe here Bruno Fernandes will need Ronaldo.
So without Cristiano Ronaldo, Portugal would have half of their football prestige and global recognition it enjoys today. Some players represent their countries, while some legends make their entire world know those countries. Ronaldo belongs to the second category. Now, message is here: play for your country and help Ronaldo win the World Cup. After
yes, and it's just imagine say Bruno Fernandes so ebusuafo ni na namfofo ni fans and so this statement and what are you showing in the national team?
Na Portugal ni watch.
Baby agree no. There is no one single player I will bet me World Cup number Portugal. Amanfo kan say Messi na G World Cup in Argentina the last time and he would tumsa. Messi will be there. But McAllister, Enzo Fernandez, Julian Alvarez, or say 4 goals at the World Cup. Di Maria, any Emi Martinez, Otamendi, any Cristiano Romero, no, and all of them also play their part. Even though say Omunyina ya Jumani we are, they needed somebody Andy or they finishing touches ebe come Juma no ma ye no ho. Eti Ronaldo even in his prime. Obiaji tum says Ronaldo no until say Ronaldo of bare 4 years ago. Ye nyina nyin tum sa. But even Ronaldo na Sama no jina na so pa no. Onu nko akwa ntimi nyi World Cup no e ma Portugal national team no. They will need every single player to play their role. Now Ronaldo they need that atwaso. But baby a phrase kono anika hwinsi you. Portugal no see game. Portugal free more group stage. Yabo one match pe. One match na Portugal bono so and the omwan Lucy. Just that expectations were not met because they were expected say on betimi say DRC. O say DRC no mun she go crowd World Cup da o. They go now say the two shortest men on the park and they share goals no. O say João Neves and the Shema Portugal. And I want ni tika kraka no and so share man DRC. The two shortest men on the pitch and they share goal on that day. But DR Congo echo World Cup nyina no. And you know mun share goal that. So the goal they scored no was the first goal na DRC eshe. Me assure that obianim say Portugal any DRC a World Cup game one. Portugal a huge favorite. Looking at quality with the Ronaldo Cranton chain. Portugal say Ronaldo Cran Mobia. They still have enough quality to be able to beat ADRC. You get to say one team and say DRC disappointment beba. But after that, the obey after that, crucial. Okay? Let's go back and watch champions together. Argentina 4G World Cup. I'm only so my first game. There's a documentary on my wall on Netflix. When they lost their first game in the dressing room, Messi told them, say Bibian say we are going to qualify and make sure that the agenda near the bar World Cup we will still go ahead and prosecute it. Argentina lose their first game. Portugal have come to the World Cup. They have lose game. Draw keke. Draw keke. Eti the actual didn't catch by this time, the lessons being your first game. How are we going to remain united and prosecute the agenda? Portugal can still win the World Cup if they stay united because Andy, Yahoo president Spain. Spain ever World Cup from lose first game. Obiaka so muntimini. When they lost their first game, Obiaka so muntimini. Yes, they won. Argentina ever World Cup no lose to Saudi Arabia no. And you tell me for kind.
Yeah.
Said they were overhyped. They were not going to win the World Cup. But yet they won the World Cup. Mekai say Argentina Kroye SI Ebeji Omoji 86 They came back in 1990 and they played in the finals. But guess what? They lost their first game to Cameroon. Olusu the first game to Cameroon. But Olusu first game, they still played in the finals of the World Cup. So there are several examples and the Ubetimiaka. Teams be about tournament. First game, Omontimi answer, it be quite Lucy, but yet Omontimi go very far in that tournament. Only the baby apa. Separate this quality crop Portugal national team, no Omontimi anyade. So Omontimi anyade, and they will have nobody to blame but themselves. Because say now Morocco national team need. But the Morocco tour, and the Portugal tour one quality.
Portugal, of course.
But people believe so much. Say Morocco can do better than Portugal. Portugal is one of the countries now. In terms of world football, any World Cup underachievers. The best of Portugal and they say on board only third place in 1966. And I think say 2006 they're about to swear only Air Force. That is the best Portugal has ever played in the World Cup. South Korea crap Portugal, and it might be their golden generation. Mayfood, one shall win a moon. And they see assemble the best Mayfood in the water. And catch me say Portugal national team. South place the bomb finfino. Team Ben will remove Omonko Stati. Oh, they catch me. We are seeing catch me Timwa, Vitina, Jao Noves, and Bruno Fernandes and Stati. Catch me Timwa, Abrante Freno, Nuno Mendes and Stati. Ruben Dias last year, injured in the hand. Bono or a Man City best centre back. Or a Portugal. And you know, and the Omunya Butre, no man come home. Sir Achia, Nemuye, and Penenforce a day. The agenda is that dear Naka next games Naka lessons be no mushe free omni DRC and how are they going to move afterwards? Omonfa DRC game no ton chain omontimi recover and maybe matwam. If they continue to dwell on that game, now they sow some seed of a divisiveness among them one and the omoakasa na be sofa. Me menya Portugal ni menya CR7 ni, but they have enough quality to do better in this World Cup. Omontimi and we need a World Cup. And there are several teams betting Yaji. Portugal is one of them. But Omontimi I meet expectation. Andy, then you be a Omoankasa one of them and Omashasi. Roberto Martinez and so. On Tias say Ronaldo 41 years. And who here say Ronaldo Bobo 90 minutes. Sometimes who he play be free moi and who boano. Oh, what planning rather? Say Ronaldo more than 10 minutes. Only saying can the fans and because say crowd game no one. Why you pressure free no so? But Ronaldo did not give him more than 10 minutes, expecting Ronaldo to do magic. Ronaldo cannot do it alone.
No explanation is I say that moment no Portugal epegu and in the history of football, Nipa washe goals do Opani Ronaldo. So why do you take him off?
Now, send Tembiana services cinema. Ronaldo born Obana. When your chance be cut back be.
Yeah.
Ronaldo bear 5 years ago. Not the ball number 2 net. Not the ball number 2 net. It won't say on so enko ya. And who he has about 90 minutes. So Ronaldo age park no so about 90 minutes. And the next enko ya. You are causing more harm to him than some person one. Because Lami Yama said about World Cup when you're what did the excuse?
Opera.
Because in the first game about 71st minute. Messi cried so I'm more game in the So everyone here say a man only 40 years. On to impress it, on to run it, services in ma. Don't expect Ronaldo to be tracking back. So Ojibo Eddie Aqua share and the Onya Ronaldo of 10 years ago, 18 a free bear 78 minutes there kono. Now say unamma yamra. Ronaldo rather by taking you out. So be jump park no so. Ajuma bia no and they say teamwork make the dream work. So them say ajuma bia ye teamwork bia no. Say individualism bemwa. Egos bemwa. Mo say teamwork no. Teamwork always make the dream work. Let the dream work by being a teammate. It's too early for them to be showing some act of divisiveness among them. Too early. Now, unim sempani for say boso me kwani mprensa. Enwa na me pe Canada hwe. Canada akọ World Cup mpremiensa. We ya mo third World Cup ni. Every time be a Canada bako World Cup bia no. Omo watch 3 matches pe no ma film. In fact, Canada win game at the World Cup. It's a game number 8. Canada airball at the World Cup. And then guess what? They won. Omo win keke. It was an emphatic win. And just imagine yourself say, "Oh, na can Canada did na." Say unwini first unwini World Cup game that. Now be winning the first World Cup game one. You did not win by 1-0, 2-0. You won by 6-0 against Qatar. Etienne said the Ghana winning in first game na eniagia yede sa euphoria no ebesi na kwada so wom. I'm just imagining myself say Canada for a Philly or Canada ne. And there's a possibility say Canada will qualify to the next stage because they do their first game to Bosnia.
Yeah.
And then no win here. I'm 4 points.
4 points.
And the 4 points any goals no mo say no. Even so boy nyasa automatic air qualification na. One of the 3rd best placed teams no Canada the back beko. Now in the other. Uni ma dia FIFA Philippa. Tournament bia no. The vibe, the enthusiasm no is driven by the host nation.
Yeah.
Host nation in there yadi Mexico qualified to the next stage. USA possibly USA airball Australia.
Yeah, shall qualify.
USA winning the first game against Paraguay by 4 goals to 1. USA crab draw now. Also got 4 points.
Yeah.
So until automatic air qualification with air 4 points, USA ever advance to the next stage. So Mexico call, USA call, Canada and so call, and why they benefited from this tournament? FIFA. Tournament biano say host country free move very earlier and are affecting attendance, are affecting air vibe, enthusiasm no, and are affecting no. Kenra Michelle Canada and the way they played red card the Andy say Bianca say una red card. We did red card no. Canada took advantage. Andy omnibus ni gumsa 6-0. That 6-0 no. Canada first ever win at the World Cup. But Hadia Unim said this World Cup he about 104 matches. Of those 104 matches no. You about 28. Unim how many goals Yashe? Yashe 89 goals at the World Cup. Yenya simple mathematics. 89 divided by 28. Average goals per game. Every single game at the World Cup no average 3 goals per game. So divide here. About 3.17. Mathematically no 3.17 no. Just 3. It in the World Cup no and the goals ni swan. And the man here worried me say me Ghana ni. One show be do sa 3rd place best teams no. Now goals no a deciding factor. There's a possibility. Someone shall obey 3 points, but only one of the best 3rd place teams no. and who have groups now. Most of the third best placed teams, one shall most at the 4 points and a third.
Yeah.
81 ya 4 points are one shall walk up on team qualify to the next stage. You may even get 4 points, but goals are a deciding factor. That is why yen game Andy unse obianya the cheapest team on the group or the yen kwai.
On mom count.
Yen die no. Katim no moment the emumbe yen kwai. Jebrea ni ase 1-0. Two teams na kano in there. But I think that let's place on record. So we walk up any games na ekoso na goals EPM. One of the things about to be decided teams are qualified to the next stage, and the end points in Kwa. There will be several teams on their level on points. But the bet separate you and the ebe goals are washe. It's an opportunity to say we goes now and the SOShe because it could be a deciding factor. Now, walk up also the history ba. Sir Edika Kamesi said the oldest player over hat-trick. Enra Canada also said the first win. But Canada the first win. Guess what? Another hat-trick. Jonathan Davis. Osia Kanama Juventus. On say walk up here bano. Mekacho say Canada best player should be him.
Yeah.
Only Alfonso Davis. But Alfonso Davis, any the same Alfonso Davis. Unim Sandy. By this time the over form. Player so J Canada team no sini national. Jonathan Davis no Osia Kanama Juventus.
Jonathan Davis.
Enra second hat-trick at the World Cup. Messi ball hat-trick the next player all ball hat-trick at the World Cup and the unim say by this time we expect to say one nation goals World Cup a platform one etimi players bi pie to say a player mo for James Rodriguez and now Colombia sa World Cup na ka obi answer onisa vibe no one share me World Cup na play bi obi adi na ne so no obi anim no World Cup yi na pie. And I think that Adeba Kwama Kama me say Jonathan Davis or on the radar of Leeds United. Leeds United. Because Jonathan Davis, as we speak, Juventus for no person almost didn't buy so much apparently now a players are teams that pay Jonathan Davis. We see a kind of Juventus in the Italian Serie A. Unim say or the fair Juventus player. Our hat-trick at the World Cup since Paolo Rossi able hat-trick as a Juventus player for the Italian national team, Abra in 1982, almost Brazil. That was the last time a Juventus player ever hat-trick at the World Cup. Mandy, I don't know a Premier League for no. Enka Juventus player, every Juventus can you Leeds United for us. But Leeds United has your interest. Newcastle crowd and Kaye. It's a be a World Cup no. That's a Juve pair. Oba Premier League no Leeds United level and oba bebo. But I think that World Cup with Andy at to say to so. So what was to say one of the players a bit a European no very very fine talent.
Okay.
And then Morocco air Scotland. Meaning the entire me yes as a Musi amount for every Morocco as African champions are now some akuma yemi ya.
Saka so we African champions.
Me obi try adi me say Cup no win Morocco. Senegal won the cup, but the cup won Morocco. Senegal won the winning cup no, but cup no win the Morocco. But the true African champion in my heart, and is Senegal. But on paper, everybody refer Morocco as African champions. Can you blame them? Won't you blame them? Because technically, Morocco are African champions. They are playing against Scotland. Only the Morocco. Them say Morocco bet me qualify. The toughest team in their group, Brazil. And Morocco are about win. One lose about draw. And they bet here Scotland. Andy, Scotland winning the first game against Haiti. Group no one about helping boys.
Haiti, of course.
Only says Scotland is 1-0 pay. Morocco is here to play. Morocco draw no nyano. One year the Accra Haiti do beshero. Morocco is Haiti at least 4 points guaranteed. But Scotland, Andy, unim say Scotland airbo World Cup number 7, number 9 ye. Morocco airbo World Cup number 7. Scotland qualify from the knockout to the knockout stage of any major tournament before. Scotland mine by we are no. Tournament be o makobia, be it the Euros, the World Cup. Any tournament be as Scotland akobiano. Andy, omon qualify every group stage that. But and then they can smell blood. Aren't because they won their first game. If they are able to get a result today, Scotland for the first time qualify to the next stage of a major competition. But until many Scotland any say results no nyeti a hating no, any results are encouraging. Obi anim say obetimi ase de but now we expect say obetimi ase Haiti be say na be 3-0 4-0 Brazil and Brazil bo Haiti and be 4 dey bisu. The same Haiti no Morocco be the last game Morocco be share be 4 eti be wie no e bia na teams ni nyina mienu akonya 4 points and mienu akonya 5.5 points but goals na want me answer do no and the want me more against Morocco want me more goals against Brazil baby an ko beti manya more goals no was against Haiti and I say 1-0 now you go back to air time kakra almost ya ba kope Scotland and Morocco Asia one spay 1998 FIFA World Cup. Surprisingly, nature a funny way of bringing coincidence back to life. 1998, you know, Scotland, Morocco, and Brazil were in the same group.
No, I was about to share in 2026.
1998, Brazil, Morocco, Norway, and Scotland, and they were the same group. Mekai, sir, Morocco. SS Scotland come yensa. Scotland anti sa World Cup no hwe bi ntimi kai. So the only time they met in the World Cup 1998 World Cup. And Morocco Scotland the come yensa. Scotland anti. Before that, now Morocco losing the first game to Brazil. Brazil said 3-0. And Morocco won the next game when they Norway able 2-2. It's Morocco last game against Scotland no. And the winning 3-0. But guess what? Brazil winning the first 2 games. Brazil winning the first, Brazil as this was Scotland 2-1. And we say Morocco 3-0. Tina Brazil the last game no. Now Brazil are qualified we. And now Brazil ko boko kwasa. Emma no we say 2-1. Scotland for losing 3-0 to no and Morocco no. Morocco and Timian qualify. Even though they won 1, they drew 1 and Mulusu bakope. Sa Brazil last game obotia no way na. Oma no we say 2-1 no. And the Morocco free mu. But Morocco free mu no. No I say Scotland come yensa. Scotland and Timiante. Etenei Morocco for go into this group no. Omo from destiny nkromo. Say ebedu stage me no Andy countries make me match of convenience say you free mu. Especially onye European country onye Spain. Say 2 countries game ama afia where you are free. The 1998 you know. Morocco must avoid it. Beat Scotland today and make sure that Andy all qualify to the next stage of the competition. Now, say the Morocco bet me qualify no. America can Scotland so will say blood are smelly. Or we near they are going to the next stage of the competition. But tournament we, if you are asking me 2 teams are me underdogs, undercast, I'll bet me a cause a surprise. Andy, Norway and Morocco.
Okay.
If you look at Norway quality now, don't underrate Norway. Morocco is now a big boy. Born na Morocco ever World Cup no, the last World Cup. Any this World Cup, any AFCON na Morocco boy no. Morocco I say we be a big boy and starting World Cup no, and a very good results against a big boy in Brazil. Apart from say Morocco being a big boy no, Andy Morocco won the first game we and unya results on their can be manageable. Morocco here so be winning it. Opanko draw. Unya draw the last game against Haiti no. Osha Morocco the 5 points be the second and I even top the group and qualify. The most important thing for Morocco is to avoid defeating or avoid defeat. I'm very sure that Morocco advances to the next stage of the competition. Now how dear Morocco quality Amunya me African champion there. But you hear some reasons. But say Morocco line up. Senya Africa na sometimes you do baby a ase ye ase de adunya ya de tiemfa de saa but sa Morocco national team we quality we no andi ekura any other European team a kabaka so metimi age World Cup no yeah who is a goalkeeper
Yashin
onye top class goalkeeper in the world
top
Brahim Diaz Mazarawi Ashraf Hakimi and akora na oje midfield ebotia Brazil no and ona me ko hwenu
Ayub Boadi
no ona me ko akọ no sa akoda an 18-year-old boy boy a game the first World Cup game the first game for Morocco a World Cup game and one team bia mo ti say Brazil na Casemiro any Lucas Paqueta any Bruno Guimaraes and a ball midfield no na akora we age midfield na ebo eti oya Morocco's quality now and they are spread across all departments too. They have a good goalkeeper, good defenders, and fin also yeah, and attack and also Andy. Their striker is going to Bayern Munich. Sabari now and we see a kind of PSV no. Look at the goal was saying no. The pass came from a branch of Brahim Diaz or two pass in the banana no. Andy, when you play our quality, obetinya compose at that moment now. One shanka who be printing no, obesa chance no. But just Andy, we're a big boy, we're back. And the ball to at them. So I'll be extremely surprised. Say we a game we know. Now Morocco enya win. But they should not underrate Scotland. Omunim tournament bo. Say the Morocco all quality no. Omuso obi kakra o. Say Abrante friend John McGinn, Aston Villa. Or Scotland ni. Me boa. Shea Adams, Everton. FC Scotland ni. Andy Robertson of Liverpool, Scottish, and then their best player,
Scott McTominay.
Scott McTominay. Last 2 seasons, Serie A player of the season, and the rate at which of popping into the box, Etimisha go be a expecting. Morocco should not underrate them. Scotland ain't qualify to the knockout stage of any major competition there, but you look at this team, who underrate you more, they can punish you. Oh, your first game now, and the one shot Obanda Rachel because first game, Oman Sharanyadi. I do not want Morocco to underrate them. Say the Morocco Botia Brazil, no. They should up their game even further and play a top game against Scotland. And I'm expecting Morocco to win by 2-1. South Africans win a draw. National anthem, Mako Yemi Depa, by say, Bokra Mashum Yemi. I don't know if I them national anthem, Mimituno. And then South Africa, a year waited the Tio Mankasa. Why? South Africa was loved by most countries who, because of the Mugo through no. I'm not countries be Pomasem. But Omankasa na invite or time to Omo. Now they seem not to care. Enra, me video be our TikTok, I'm a message a South African MP, a top politician, a contested. So Owinia, the first place you go a hospital. Na immigrant no hono wakodu mo oxygen. Nyagopo ni kanu on oxygen no. Nyagopo na may free oxygen and obi ehum bi. Andy, only say America will never do this. So a strict immigration laws not at the hospital and the payarida and the old oja sa and a politician. And so we need elections now. Or call a man for oxygen from Winsem. Oxygen now deal. Yamia will be free. Yamini can you Eka South Africa down drew and the South Africa will be any. But I'm very sure that Obunya drone will say that. And among me tell me on Facebook baby a lot of people were not happy so many as I do game no. Here social media just internet call for now they don't care. They believe that live or island no they can do whatever they like and the effect of their actions you know Mr. First me South Africa na me Belgium. Now, also many Tanzania for national anthem is similar. It's so emotional. but no omo national anthem no me two TV no
ene be omo akasa e de ababiduro no bash abujafo yento aso ha pure 95.7 FM na yaba fie no de fisem no enso e de Black Stars asa so returning from Canada, Toronto. Now omo England they prepare for the next game on Tuesday in Ghana and England. Thomas Partey now rejoins the team in preparation towards our game. But Chris, a quick one on Nano game now niha ti minim de wu ye yen game I share 1-0.
But unim say there's a news say Cote d'Ivoire for also Canada.
Yeah.
Cote d'Ivoire for player back so Canada for deny visa.
I almost say na betting issues be on the club side, but in the evening and I'm saying another write up almost say almost clear. Okay. So probably with him.
Betting issue they send FIFA for asem.
So I'm say
betting issue FIFA for the send ban
the yellow card you obobo.
Ini kwa send eligible to play at the World Cup once FIFA has cleared him no. Unti for betting enya against him. So nanka be me wan senka muntimam abrante ni ntimi nko Andy football do bia hwa ni dey win ewa nti uwini a na akwesa kata bibia so sebi by foba na nani nso ade by foba na wo ye hwe mana nani nso de kom agya ne say dey wamen football de wo pai ne say dey Ubewini, Black Stars won. That was the most important thing. And we nearby, in our first game. Black Stars Echo World Cup. We do not normally do well on our first game. I think the last time we won our first game was in 2014. NHS Serbia. 2016, yeah, we won first game. I think the 2010. They win first game.
Yeah, Serbia.
2016, we won first game. 2006 we win first game. You lose to Italy. And about 2010 and they win first game. 2014 we win first game. And the USA 2-1. The last World Cup player call Ghana and win first game.
Portugal.
So Ghana call World Cup first game. Last time was only the second time na Ghana win in first game at the World Cup. And Penifo say Edua Ofrusi now see a wasi. What if you be so a wasi? But in Yanya Sipu, Baku Bepra, Baku Bayoya, ya winnie dear, by a quiet fast we winnie, and the not over bona, that's all the oxygen soon sound. Coach Nikachire, what's after the game? Coach Nikai. Some blasters way there, they will need to suffer to get results. Players in the park and so. But players in the oh park and so no, you winning bonus. Yeah, share bonus brepa, you winning bonus. Players in the park and so bono. I'm brave, me jitum. The game no quite baby. I was a game there. But baby, I be say go no. Wa be say no edu. Sa time na o say go no. Wa o say na ede. E say tia wa. Wa hwan ka betimi ewu. But first half the day. Sa na ekobo na. Ye share team bia o ye clinical. We ye efficient and they will punish that in the first half. The entire team every first half no. Na ball enter your net no. Was we met a Panama team and the only experience at the World Cup. Panama no masoka. So about just one World Cup 2018. And Panama about their first World Cup. They lost all their 3 matches. And they considered 11 goals. 11 goals in 3 matches. And Omufimo Edukofi. But for that Panama team to give us that competition, and the awakening, it requires a winning kentino enough. Now, how dear, me pay attention to details. I will be pay attention to. So, means all her bone fear. No fear. Now, Otis sound Bibia Kama. From the 22nd minute to 44th minute. Close to 22 minutes. Na Samenyo Nankabo. Samenyo Jina Park and so. About 22 minutes. We are not talking about touches. na ball semenyo na agya ball mu a ne nan ka ball na team be boy you need your best player to be in the game. Imagine Argentina able game na Messi any involved, can they win? Yen best player no jina park no so no ye nya any means bia to get him involved in the game. Transition were poor and a ball no so no ye jina chino and ye passes and na nkrofo na say Andy they were ready, they came prepared and they're willing to beat us. Na ya na wo hwa de bia amanfo adwen koso unim tama na obia di recover ball se ball be di Ghana for hono mu a na Panama for no at the 15 seconds and a recover ball free ensem yeah blasters e kura ball a che kura no 15 seconds they win possession but omunya possession na yeah it took us 28 seconds to win possession from them. Look at the margin. Almost half. AG ball na press it after 15 seconds. Na Panama for the ball free ensem. But omuji ball na so more close to 30 seconds as let me win ball. Panama were more athletic. Team were as why prepared. The whole day ready for the occasion was Panama. Football and then the box now. Yeah, the points na a decided game. Say football and the points a decided game one and the first half na no throw in the towel. Okay? So we na ahwe game no. Sometimes they tell my team ball where they say we share emotions with people. Yeah. But time na ball no dey won na behwe. To akoma no ekosoro eba form ekosoro ba form. So we clinical kakra bi in the first half na. Commercial be 2. And when you are 2-0 down in the first half in a World Cup game against a top team, Andy, you are dead, you are gone. Coach, I'm sure that Carlo Ancelotti, or Brazil coach, no board draw, no. Was it there will be consequences in the next match? Ghana, there should be consequences from the last game, in our next game. Certain players must not start. Players be on more as you trust I see their mom oko kan obi say your tie Jordan na you I don't bobo yeah Ghana for so no yeah so Jordan go no yeah dia you don't expect anybody to say yeah Ghana for na beka but that one team amon oko kan mo so tie no I don't bobo here so o kan dia o mo kasa o do no game na ntiwa o hwe no o pe Jordan asemo a. Were you impressed by the way Jordan ebo again? Enya Jordan kwa. So ya Jordan kwa no Onisa Jordan. Kamadi Sulemana no. The best place for him should be on the bench. I do not see any reason why he must start Blasters game. And catch me. Your man has several opportunities to improve. Opportunities are there man no. Andy. Most of the local players na the reason why Onya Blaster call up is because Abia were a foreign based player, but a local player they friend no. And then go to me more. Say they want to me more na ke eja ne frɛ. So they mun nya ne frɛ na friend na. And mun nya say automatically one starting game no. A brand frɛ Kamadi next game should be on the bench. Simple as that. Meaning and as Nyama, I impress me. Your last game in your boy, also on the free bench by a make the impression. But start here, and you are impressing me. But I don't change anything that our young or energetic or quality. Obey your encouragement. And Nimu Honomono. Andy. What's another make say Brandon Thomas Asantino. Any Jordan, say the club record, any club form, never Brandon so started ahead of Air Jordan. But Jordan the seniority at the never tranchain. Coach Alpha Brandon Thomas Asante and Memoir and can win game no.
Obviously, one of assisting.
Before so by assisting no as I run back home. Or I run the similar run. But and me Alpha. Then they say even the pass they call Honomono. He needed to work on the pass. Say player na Panama for player on top form no. And who's the next split second when you a touch of the ball can no. The pass was not a good pass. But the moment now or sleepy onya sabo no ko na no. Eno hwe baby o side ball no to ye no. Say we technical or the ball to animu a. Can the first player obenya is hard touch no ko be offside. Cause another player no ahead of the ball. But the two side player na chi. And a Caleb every ball ready ebe to net. Player back who impress me pass a Caleb.
Renchi.
The entire impressive me no. Andy, when say Oji yellow card very on in the game. Obi obo 6. I'll be more tackling. So Oji yellow card in Temwa. One should be slow down because Usto said the next tackle will be ano. Andy, second yellow card, then you are going free game red card. But even though so Oji say yellow card no, the way we are composed and relax. It's me 2 football games in no. I was so much impressed. One game, ebia na samne pressure also tension. We say samne na obi emotions are sorry. To pay attention to a small detail. Caleb and start attack no. Bonnie say no. Yeah. Caleb na start attack. And also run on the pass no to.
On the ma 7 years and 7 year ball.
And 7 year air body amano. The first player start attack no na Caleb. Caleb started attack normally on number 6 in Senko now. But Caleb SNC danger and running to the box. How he got into the box was simply amazing. A simple tapping goal. Obaka Sefu Bandy, you say luck when preparation meet opportunity. When you know more and Kunya start tapping. Et coach the instruction lessons every first game. Say, if you play the same way against England in the first half, Hurricane best be 2. Now no Rashford. 18 minutes. Now is there one for as a agenda? Say Barcelona Boca. Anthony Gordon now no start here no. Anko yi. Rashford be no. Me agenda no must start na me dia ma na. But you to play we. Yo hu yi.
But Chris on board is the Rashford. Na Hurricane.
Yes.
Mr. Boba Kupa Croatia for Ibishigu. IBT defenders here, Bobo no be a block ball no opponent 6 yard balls no Korea Hurricane na block.
Yes. Was Anthony Gordon able ahead of Rashford. Yeah. Gordon able 72 minutes. 17 touches, no goal. Ye play na koto no. The age na mana kona. Ye koto we ni bae no. Rashford. 18 minutes. Onya 12 touches. 1 goal. Yaboka gu.
Junior Ghana also dey go for Barcelona.
Yaboka gu. Andy young fan three also said the easiest team in the group near boy team on Panama no. 2 teams na aka no. Andy omo ho den they will come at us. They will come at us. And the way we played in the first half, Abia coach, our different way of playing depending on the position. Abia the way of Botia, Panama in the first half, almost the same way enter England in the first half. Banti, bisam wow team, wow yeah, Ghana needs to be we are too optimistic. Say Ghana will qualify, no, we just be honest. If Ghana played the same way we played against Panama in the first 45 minutes against England, can we survive? Saka starting England for game no. Yeah. Now, edu stage me no. Na coach ni yi Hurricane free game. Na say coach you na free me say we never prepare for against Ghana. Saka sra bench. And no ball na no Madueke. I'm very sure that Saka will play against Ghana. And England, so we Hurricane for more. Saka is one of their best players and they're going to exploit us on the wings. Are you not still confused who should be blasters number 1? Go na at least get die and so be injury no. Any asari go no be die no. And who is your number 1 choice but as you speak now? Asari buy no I come. But at least the game was one of the main reasons that may stay in the game and sana asari ba. Once you start the game and go find your chance be more that was a crucial save. Coach in the on any day say coach na fast on any first choice. But Benjamin Asari, regardless the basic biano, Asari na dem me sure that sorry I need a place in the Blaster starting 11, no. The second 45 minutes Bono Bob die, no. I was impressed. But at again and to so no Subabi Prano, I was also impressed. Born near boy, no. And to say Semenyo Eba into number 10, which was later and Semenyo by 10. And I Semenyo got involved in the game. I said if I say Bobo Nibi. Ya nye ne me ya really de me nkoye be for ba mani nso ade. I so much appreciate the win. Say winning bonus wo omaje. Omaje wi. Name no de aka ne de also. Mistakes. And the way we played, you know. Let's try to revise it. And yes, sir. Me say Obet me 3 points, but I want to qualify you. Once the Biana chairman can say 103 points be qualify. But here World Cup ni games in the WC corner. 3 points near Nyano. It might not be enough for us to qualify to the next stage.
But me read the message you na into say Andy per info that I had. The coach lined up a strategy where we will defend and allow Jordan to hold on to the ball till the other forwards transit forward to occupy space and also attract free kicks. And according to the source, he executed it perfectly. So it's up to the coach to change things. And here on the issue of Jordan, and further on says, in fact, I asked why Asante do it differently, and he says as time goes on, the system was changing, so it was the coach's own system and strategy. So I believe he's going to deploy a different tactics against the Three Lions. And easy on that game. Now, Yentie Ghana, ye Minister of Communications, Honorable Samnate George, or someone can England for the say Ghana, Eba.
Tell England that we are coming. As we say in Ghana parlance, Bombay, we are coming. And so let us tell them, we yeah, Black Stars Beba. 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 And to the Three Lions of England, Yedim Kunim, Yediko, Yebe Senedi Biom, Yedim Kunim, Yediko, Yebe Senedi Biom.
And on the floor of Parliament, and I would say the Communications Minister, Honorable Samnate George, and I think now, Honorable Stephen Amwa, sticker, maybe appear from Wim Persuasi, Mashabujani. And so say faith without works is dead. See, also the Okacha Blacks as they are winning the first game against Panama. No complacency.
I would like to say first I echo to the entire management of the Black Star team. They're playing as well as the state and all stakeholders that contributed immensely towards citation, the utility, the pleasure they gave us yesterday. Mr. Speaker, I'm sure you might have witnessed the running or the trending story that yesterday prevailed. And that actually stemmed from this very person here. That there were a lot of doubting Thomases. That they were saying that, oh, it's not possible. We couldn't have won. It won't happen. And I told them, in fact, the media men out, and I told them that in the Bible, it is emphatically stated without any ambiguity that even if your faith is as small as the mustard seed, you can even command the mountain and it will move. And then one of them said, but the others also believe in God. And I said that they know the kind of God they believe in. But I believe strong that with the faith that we have, we're going to do extremely well.
Hello, Honorable Stephen Amwastika, and your technical sorry, a screens next away. A recovery session for the Black Stars. I'm drew back our Americano, Erubina. Now, Abdul Majid Waris, a former player for the national team. I say, Obian shouldn't tell you, drop it, Jordan, but Majid Waris, I shared a thought on Jordan performance against Panama.
See, we all know Jordan didn't have a good game, which happens sometimes in the game. We are all footballers, and then we've been through that. Sometimes you don't have a good start, but I think it was quite sometimes getting some fouls for us, slowing the game down. Because as you said at the beginning of the game, we were actually under pressure. In the first half, we were actually under pressure. And then sometimes a team is under pressure. You need to slow things down. You need to slow things down to get everyone, like, start to communicate more, get everyone to, like, to start concentrating even more. Because when you are under pressure, it's more likely that basic mistakes can actually lead to goal. And then sometimes, so this is why I always believe sometimes experience is quite very important. When a team is under pressure, you see that the throw in, the goal kick, the fouls, you need to take longer to take them, and then to kill the tempo of the other team, and then make sure you get your team back to their feet, and then now you can start to progress more. So I think, as I said, they knew it requires a lot of sacrifice to win this game, and I think the boys did like the sacrifice, the whole team, to be honest, because one of the most important thing was how they moved together and then coming back. If you watch closely, most of the second balls we won, and this is something, most of the games of goals is being scored by second ball. And then the team was defending low and up together, and then the two midfielders, Khalid did really well, and then Elisha as well, they all drop back and then always make sure they are supporting the back line and then picking up the second. I think they did actually make the sacrifice.
I know Abdul Majid Waris and yete se na udin komono. Mame fa quick one we in na mentoa voices ne so na there was one Argentine TV presenter Florencia Pena ekotena TV Sinra Ebeka say Leo Messi papa ewu Emma Messi mo the announcement eba esenye no kre anope sisi girl no I resign I resign I apologize to Messi and his family, and I apologize to Leo Messi Emma. We know say or resign. Say oh yes, a false publication. Okay. Imagine Warriors say Black Stars team is surprising, but I say at the moment in the game now say players no ever born to change a protest for a penalty call before hydration break be by. I think it was Omutia one player now so one Ghanaian player. No. So not say players no a protector for a penalty. The team Majid Waris.
I would say the whole team actually really surprised me. They were very disciplined, very hard, and then they committed a lot for the game, which I think is something very positive for the team to come out with this kind of performance and then get the 3 points. And as I said earlier on, that was what matters. And then the only thing they need to be aware of is, as we were discussing, the penalty that we had. This is where sometimes experience actually counts a lot. I think it was a clear penalty, and this kind of things, you cannot actually just let it go easily. They should have forced the ball out and then just put pressure on the referee to actually watch the whole action again, and then I think we will have had a penalty. I think we had the selection right. There's no other player that was actually thinking he would be starting and then he was on the bench. I think for me, I think we had a very good starting lineup. Only thing I was saying as a mistake, and then I think the coach saw it, was like putting Kamaldeen behind Riker. And we all know Kamaldeen is someone who likes to go 1-on-1. Then he's type of a player that when you put his back pull, he becomes a little bit very difficult because he needs that kind of space to go 1-on-1. And then when you put him in the middle, he doesn't have that time to actually go 1-on-1. And then I think the coach did really well by seeing this quickly and then moving him to the wings and then bringing Semenyo inside. Semenyo likes to go 1-on-1. Semenyo is very intelligent with his runs, and then he's got a very good feet as well, like both feet. And then he can carry on with the ball, and then he can hold the ball as well. I think he's someone that we need to have. If Kudus is not around, he's someone that we need to have behind the strike. He's very good with the ball, and then he can drive with the ball as well. So the very important thing is just like how can we find, this is where we have like the midfielders have to look for those spaces, like those passes to him, and then I think he will make a lot of changes.
I know Abdul Majid Waris and also the assessment on Giva Nano Yene Panama and Sueboyano. I agree with me, Sam George voice now says,
say, who prepare now, person cause a surprise. You don't announce it. This is England for any near one. It's what draw attention from the Joyanum. Say, so when you're prepared. Huh? Game no any underdogs. So the Uganda need to change. And who say England, any Ghana, a World Cup game. Quality by quality, both on and off the field, you know. Omo are ahead of us. Enti o prepare akosia sa team na yen kasa bebre o. Saudi Arabia be Argentina, no is omo kasa before the game. Argentina and prepare, we are going to beat them. Ya be Argentina. They will not say that. Eti yenye di yon. Nanka England for nkwa nyu mani free so. omo underrate ye na nke mfa ho saa ne enkoso surprise but another word na ko global village asama o kan dey a wo boni ni England for ne hu drawing attention to us and honorable sticker say our faith faith bay faith na e wono e ho de free buy o gidie na wo se ye won ti a ye se be she England no e ho no mo de sa faith de gidie e de bra ye bono ye nyina ya di akira ya bobia ahwebia di akira and the empire bon ko anye enough gidie ko anye enough okay ye nyina abon paye nyagobo nti hwan de England for omunko asori Argentina the last World Cup the last pope no for Argentina and the current pope onya American Juni mpaibo ebo a oni mpaibo sin pope it America for betimi depending on mpaibo nko an say because of that intino they are going to do well and mpaibo ni ye but a secondary to preparation away na the mpaibo na tato and preparation back where say and say and by this time against England you know ye din tetire din yen kasa o me ho an say esomo cool eye din na nke de ko but the way I France here kasa no e draw necessary attention from the English to us and they will come prepared say ngofuni friends say dwa womanum let's go and silence them
until I'm just a cabrofu
Scanzo and Cabrofu, and I want to refer to
Cabrofu. The
parliament say coach na from was a coach pay be motivate you or more. Obetuna have video no that call English players no to omo room no abo video na mo say muntie de Ghana for neka say they obi kura ka me say England for nye tired ya mo game the next day ye ball Panama wi no say England for any prepared ya more the next day. We are Ghanaians, we are patriotic. Ghana for Yajitum, you know, maybe a bobola. It doesn't matter the quality of the opposition. Ghanaians want the Black Stars to win. But be a realist. We are realist. Nyame ma Yajitum. Say England in me, Emanin in me ya. Andy, there is no football pundit out here as we wa. Ghana in England, Emunge ya. Obeka say Ghana be England. This is here we. Catch me. How many people predicted that Saudi Arabia be Argentina? But you see we are, then Obia will try to make stories out of it. Young chairman in Simwe.
Spain Nick Verd Cross, Agbala Hawk Continental, Obeshon Bear 7-8. Yes. We na 0-0. Keved for notice some guys Spain for them. We are Jubani we are, Sam and Munyamanaba. It honorable, me so we are excited, we are passionate about Ghana football, but you prepare in silence. Oh, then can catch you off guide. Omo sa undercast no near the fast here. One advantage the boy Ghana say Ghana in Lucy and second game at the World Cup that. Yen tanyo and I don't know movie no. But just also my say there's first game Bibia Taisi. There's first time yes World Cup near mini first game by winning back. So second time okay they win Serbia. So 2010 we need first game for Serbia and then we win second time. Second time we win but Ghana and Lucy and second game at the World Cup that. Regardless of the opposition. And the Germany Germany crowd so walk up the ball Germany. Say that's the only game in 1 point. Near Lucy games in now. But Germany now G walk up in 2014 now. Now we're the best country. So Germany team no. And a Brazil share the 7. Ghana need about 2-2. It was our second game. It might be controversial to you. But walk up Ghana akunyina no. Ghana best game ama share. Not 2014 in Guam. World Cup saya ko nyina no. Game Ghana ball game me feel ye pa no. Ni sa Germany game no. Sa Germany game no. Say Jordan e pass ball bi e ma Samoa na. Na 2-1. Before say close I bet Karama ko 2-2 no. Nearly 2-1. Eni nya chance bi. Say Jordan square ball no e ma Samoa na kene ko 3-1. Probably e bi anke wini sa game no. Ghana enter Lucy and second game at the World Cup. Check it 2006. Now check. You Lucy and first game. Second game be win here. 2010, you Lucy and second game. 2014, Germany and Lucy. 2018, say Yankobi.
2022 ne yakoye no yango Russia and e 2022 you lose in first game but you won a second game
the second game
South Korea 3-2 the second game bia no you lose that is one factor but all of them no regardless of the opposition no first game no am I how yes you prepare for the second game England had in there by a second game in the World Cup this England in Germany we did not lose but all cano no we team na the boat here Germany no any team the kwabo England no be realist they can occur.
Okay. Miras Christian SO Obstacle Enterprise Makachos will be a way any building project to be and baby also got to tiles no drew tiling now we here tiles a papa na the border from Ubina value for money SO Obstacle Enterprise and what tiles papa tiles no it be from Twyford Mikasu tiles ni na be aba different colors shapes design sizes no be enso etimiato na SO Obstacle Enterprise so much akwan or my branches no uduru tano so a omo opposite the palace edun ko omo 3 branches ba ko adjacent Jaba Jewelry ebiem edun opposite post office edun so asombe a champagne na mfio and Abreport Junction opposite County Hospital 0244 458 542 458 na unomo enkasa mena pa Royal Guest House ewo Oshim School Junction ufa Grace Gift any one also ko California Food Joint wo Kumasi na baby a obeda wasum ebedwo kan baby a betia relax kan baby a benya security 24 hours in Kenya ni so gina 24 hours nothing essential spacious car park ni nyina baby tutua mena pa Royal Guest House yen any essential shuttle be up so be fall from baby a will be and just a phone call beba near pico and so do akwa number betia friend no 0543 0543-556-666 yanko Genjamet Dental Clinic aswe na yanko pay so and one some nka obi a wutie me na o sim be say efita no pese wanum eda waka obi o mo se be okasana pampan efi worum be halitos yare odru Genjamet da ye be abo akama sanso na nyano nko pese wo silver any gold 82 obi a o sine so abu apai to kra be demode obu o ma o brush kra na blood enso eba Obako Genjamet aswe almost sanso teeth whitening enso de ma me pa chow bomoden sem oberwe Genjamet the chakwa Kumasi Abreport Junction of Bantama High Street total filling station echi no mo udrun kraya omo ewo nungwa omo ni NDC office ni opposite Techman Maxim Market Canteen Road eno mo 0598731823 0598731823 na unomo enso entumi enkasare bibia nya kama emfa emao na mebacho mewie Genjamet don medima for aba clinic Dr. Time that so medima for say men kan cho se bray essence wono and the time to yare ni so Dr. Time that so say yare achichire wo yare teacher say amada bia waye ha mebacho bra medima for ati na Dr. Emfa Time ento yare so yare bia onwanu yi edema 0244774282 0244774282 na unom enkasa KNUST enya 75 years hooray and the chancellor otunfo say you to the second or in kase Santehene eso otunsa de afre obi a alumni sansona student fully tested and approved by Kokoro Research Institute of Ghana fully tested and approved by Kokoro Research Institute of Ghana woman and Ghana Kokoro beso so organic liquid fertilizer no edwaso jibi nefegu onoba ene so beto asasene be from na udua cabbage udua tomatoes pepper onion ne sane be nyama na nyine kama ebeso so organic liquid fertilizer no enu bi na obi hia na atumi aboa 0548 618 025 Oberfra Kenny Rose Internet Solution Makatro se bia wo hia internet connectivity se ye fie se ye wadwumam say your office, school, hotel, hostel, meaning an offer Kenny Rose now pay internet, and so a year our horma, more operate radio stations, out of TV stations, no more pay internet. A friend number was say Ken Rose, MS up and Famo 0208 282810 0208 282810 now ne Kenny Rose and so into me Casanova and set up and from our bench seba no beto us but happy birthday echo Ediama Abena Basta Ewo Accra and with a way every max one is and OPF and we'll see and wish Abena Basta and so a happy birthday and fa Emano. Sanso and I will see happy birthday to Mr. William Dankwa, who is sales manager for Piva Beverages, Asante region, Asante regional area. Honawa T and birthday, Mr. William. Happy birthday to you. Ebie we say happy birthday to Alice Nkrumah, assistant manager, Canadian group of companies. We end your birthday from the workers. And we say young wish Alice Nkrumah, and so a happy birthday. And finally, Enko Emma Mr. Enoch Apia. If your wife, Mami Pukia, and more friend near Jaden and Apia, and we say young wish Mr. Enoch Apia, and so a happy birthday. And so from well, Yanfa and Edumediano and Swincy. Na yenka say Udu Sports Center ewa Mokum traffic light Ghana Black Stars jerseys no ninyina bi enso ya available benya bi enso etumi ahye. Yedisia nyakupa yad mo china the extended version of Pure Sports 9 to 12 enso babedi Andrew Sousu obetia from Andy Casters. Have a wonderful day and stay blessed. Nyakupo enka yina ho no ntun super enfam ye dwumadi ayedi ne no onka ye ho ntun super enfam so emaye. Yakra mu nyina good afternoon.